Hello, good afternoon. You're watching Market Fatafat on ET now with me, Vinay Rajani, along with me, Shell Disses as well. Shell, a very good afternoon to you as well, and a good day coming in for the market's new highs for the Nifty as well.
Absolutely, Vinny. New highs coming in for the Nifty. A very good afternoon to you. And if you look at it, yes, we are hovering around those levels right now. 21,160 was, or rather 70, I believe, was the all-time high coming in for the benchmark indices. But Nifty Bank, Sensex still away from those elevated levels, or rather record high levels. Let's take a look at some of the stocks that are moving in trade today. Let's put the spotlight what is happening in Grasim, because that particular counter has been seeing a strong up move since the word go. So you have Grasim that's holding on to gains about 3.2% now at the day's highest point coming in for Grasim. Bajaj Finance, Bajaj Auto are the other set of gainers, along with the Bajaj Finserv also seeing good gains. While on the flip side, you have SBI Life, HDFC Life that are losing in trade today. So that's the way how the markets are looking like at this point in time. Touched record high levels when it comes to the Nifty.
Okay, that's how the market setup is looking like as of now. But on that note, let's get started with all the movers in trade on the back of news flows or technicals. And today from the research team, we have Ansh as well as Ankita joining in with us. Very good afternoon to both of y'all as well. Let me start with the first stock, then we'll talk about that's in focus, and that's Suntech Realty. This one is in focus on the back of a brokerage note that we have from Investec. They're retaining a buy. They've hiked the target price for Suntech to rupees 640 from previous target price of 560 rupees per share. They see that the company has a lot of multiple levers in terms of growth. They are adding a lot of new projects as well in their portfolio that will support the growth, and new project launches lined up across diverse micro markets in the MMR region as well by the company. Other than that, the pre-sales are expected to accelerate in FY25 and onwards as well, is what Investec is highlighting. Plus, the BKC inventory is starting to see a good pickup in terms of sales. The balance sheet position is improved organically for the company. Annuity income from commercials is to increase significantly. And overall, when you look at Suntech Realty versus other MMR region-based developers, it's currently at a discount. So because of that, Suntech Realty has seen a bit of a spike up, trading with gains of 1.5% as of now.
All right, let's talk about Arvind Smart Space, because that particular counter also is in focus, seeing a strong up move on an intraday basis. At one point in time, there you go, it is actually now inched much higher from the last time I checked the stock. The company has said that it has sold out the entire inventory released for sale in its first phase of the residential project. That's Arvind Orchids in Bangalore. Within 7 hours of launch is what Arvind Smart Spaces says. The project consists of around 220 units valued at around 160 crore rupees. Back of the fact that there is the fact that they have actually sold out the entire phase 1, you can see the stock is perched higher by about 13%.
Let's move on and bring on board our technical analyst for today as well. We have Vinay Rajani joining in with us as well. Vinay, very good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining in with us on Market Fatafat. And the first stock that I've picked out for us is NCC. This one has tripled in the last 1 year, from around those 80-100 levels to around 230 today. What is the view now on the charts for NCC? Should one start booking profits, or a run up is still something due for it?
Yeah, good afternoon and thanks for having me on the show. The stock NCC is trading at its all-time high. In fact, today itself it has hit the all-time high of 233.75, and this stock has surpassed the level of 2008, which was a major top which we saw many years back, and it is into a nice formation. It is one of the outperformer in the infrastructure and construction segment, and if I am correct, it came out with a very good result this quarter also. So it is one of the outperformer in the segment, in the infrastructure sector, as well as it is outperforming the mid cap and small cap space. So I think one should continue to hold on these long positions, and the trend is clearly on the upside. And still I feel that the steam is still left, and one can continue to hold on this stock with a trailing stop losses. As of now, the trailing stop loss comes around 205 positionally, and as we see the stock getting up from here, then we should continue to trail our stop loss. So as of now, you should continue to hold on the long position with a stop loss of 205.
All right, moving on, let's just mark the flashes on the bottom of your screen as well. You have Minda Corp that is in focus. Remember, early morning, you had about 4.5% equity change hands via block deal, and what sources are telling ET now is that Kotak AMC as well as Motilal AMC would be the likely buyers in this block deal. These are all our source-based information that we're picking up. Also, HNI investor Bela Agarwal is likely the seller in the Minda Corp block deal that took place today. Remember, 4.5% of equity changed hand via block deal. If you look at the total size, it was approximately about 450 crores rupees. 450 crores. Also, you have Nuvama that is likely the broker for this particular block deal. So you have Minda Corp that is in focus on back of this particular development, a huge block deal, and as per sources, you have Kotak AMC, Motilal AMC likely buyers in the block deal, while HNI investor Bela Agarwal is likely the seller.
That is Minda Corp for you all, but let's move on, talk about Paytm. And Ansh, Paytm is in focus today as well and trading on the positive side today.
Right, so Paytm has actually touched the upper limit of 5% today, and they have partnered with Axis Bank for escrow account to continue seamless merchant settlements. Both 197 Communications and Paytm Payment Services are also in discussion with other banks to evaluate a second partner for nodal or escrow services. We also have a brokerage report from Bernstein, and they have given an outperformed rating with a target price of 600 rupees per share. Currently, the prices are around 350 rupees, so we have more 60 to 65% on upside according to the brokerage house. And they have also said that RBI's action appear to be limited to PPBL, that's like payment a Paytm payment bank. Also, linking of merchants ops to non-PPBL bank is a major positive, and the extension of cutoff date, which has been extended to March 15, gives Paytm longer window to execute changes. Also on charts, we are seeing stock going up by 5%. For those reasons, the stock will be in focus today.
Alright, so that is Paytm for you. Vinay, coming to you, Bajaj Finance. If you look, all of the Bajaj counters are actually among the top gainers on the Nifty today, but Bajaj Finance in particular, how's the charts looking?
Yeah, so basically this is the stock which has not performed and not participated in the current bullish trend. And if you were to look at the historical charts in October 2020, this stock hit an all-time high of 8200, approximately 8200, and from that level it has come down to 6700. So healthy correction we have seen in the large cap and the bigger stock in NBFC space. Now stock looks a bit oversold, and now as we can see over today it has crossed last 10 days high. That's a good sign for the short-term traders. So I think downside is limited, and the quality stocks like this can participate from here. That's what I believe, because it looks oversold on the charts and headed for the higher level. So if not reversal, but at least we can expect a pullback rally in the counter like this. So 50 days EMA is placed around 7065. So that can be a next resistance for the stock. So I'm expecting a pullback from this current level, and short should be covered, squared off, and longs can be taken with a target of 7065 or 7100 around.
Okay, keep an eye out on those levels for Bajaj Finance. But let's move on, talk about Questcorp then, Ankita. This one is seeing a sharp run-up in trade today.
That's right, Vinny. Questcorp is seeing a sharp run-up. In fact, it was up 13% in the morning trade, has given up those gains, is currently up 9% right now. And this happened after the company announced that it will be splitting into 3 separate entities, a move that is aimed to unlock shareholder value. Now, the split will result in 3 separately listed companies by the name of Questcorp, Digitide Solutions and Blue Spring Enterprises. Now, while Quest will handle the workforce management, business process management, insurtech and HR outsourcing is likely to go to Digitide. And the facility management, industrial services and investments are likely to go to the third company, which is Blue Spring. Now, as per the demerger scheme, the shareholders of Quest will receive 1 additional share in each of the new companies for every share held by them. And the demerger is expected to take around 12 to 15 months to achieve the regulatory clearances. And a word coming in from the company as well, they say that the 3 entities are ideally placed to capitalize on India's growth trajectory as the country marches towards a $5 trillion economy. On the back of this news flow, Questcorp is up and running.
Alright, that's Questcorp for you. That is surging in trade today. But on that note, we'll slip into a break in this edition of Market Fatafat. More stocks to discuss on the other side. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. You're watching Market Fatafat on ET now. Let's continue taking through the stocks that are moving in trade. And Vinay, let's talk about Bharti Airtel. How is the stock looking like right now? Because at one point in time, it was facing massive resistance at around 800 rupees per share levels.
With January, which was around 1200, and from that level it started correcting. And I think it seems that it is the correction which was there. It is now over and it is resuming its uptrend. So primary trend has been bullish, and now after correction, stock is all set to go up from this current level. So today's move is convincing and primary trend is positive. The recent bottom was around 1100. So keeping that stop loss in mind, traders can continue to hold on the long position. And I'm expecting that overall the 1200, which happens to be the previous top and all-time high, can act as an immediate resistance. So 1200 is the first resistance can be taken, and above that it will be again into a blue sky territory. So primary trend is good and up, and now stock is all set to go up from here. So keeping a 1100 support and stop loss in mind, one can remain long.
Okay, stock is expected to go up from here. 1100 is the support that one should keep an eye out for Bharti Airtel. But let's move on, talk about Cummins. This one is in focus after we have a note that is coming from Citi, where they've increased the target price for the company. The new target price is 3,039 rupees per share. Previous target price was 2,635 rupees per share. They've also increased their FY20 for 25 as well as 26 estimates for the EPS by 19%, 17% and 14% respectively. They expect a 300 basis point increase in terms of higher margins going forward as well, and this is the EBITDA margins they're talking about. So yes, a positive note that has come in from Citi, keeping the stock a bit of on the positive side, trading with gains of 0.6% in trade right now.
All right, let's shift focus then to IOL Chemicals, because that particular counter over the last 1.5 hour of trade has seen a sharp up move. That's because they informed the exchanges that its drug, metformin hydrochloride, has actually been approved by China's Center for Drug Evaluation of the National Medical Products Administration. What this approval means is that now the company will be able to actually go ahead and export the anti-diabetic drug to China. Remember, metformin hydrochloride is used to actually manage elevated blood sugar levels. So on back of this particular positive development, you saw the stock actually spike as much as 12 to 13%, now giving up some of those gains, nevertheless holding on to gains over 7.8% as we speak.
Let's move on and talk about Jubilant Foodworks then. And Vinay, what is it that Jubilant Foodwork is indicating in terms of charts? Last 6 months has been quite subdued in terms of an up move that we have seen, or even the last 1 year, nothing exciting in terms of return that has come in for an investor. What is the view now on the charts for Jubilant Foodworks? Do you expect a run up to start coming in finally for the company?
Yeah, it's true that it has not given return to the investor, and recently we saw that from the level of 585 it has come down and made a low around 464. But in last 3-4 sessions I can see some reversal on the charts, and if you are to see the technical pattern, candlestick pattern, the bullish hammer candlestick pattern was formed on the last week. So it is a bullish reversal pattern, and volumes are also good in last 2-3 sessions. So I am expecting some sort of pullback in the counter. As of now, the trend is bearish. Stock is trading below its 50 and 200 days average. In that sense, a positional trend is bearish. But pullback is a part of the bearish trend. So I am expecting that the stock can go up to its 200 days average, which is placed around 560, 520 odd levels. So 515 to 520 can be the moving average level, which can act as a resistance. So I'm expecting that stock can show a continuation of an extension of the pullback, which is there for last 2-3 sessions. So short should be covered here because short-term patterns can be seen a bullish reversal, and 520 should be the immediate resistance for the stock. So I'm expecting 4 to 5% upside from this level.
All right, Ansh, coming to you, let's talk about CRISIL and why is this stock moving in trade today?
So stock is up over 10% in trade today. They have reported their numbers, and they have registered revenue at 918 crore, which is up by 11.6% on year-on-year basis. Also, the net profit has jumped by over 33%. If you see the EBITDA margin here, so we are seeing an improvement from 26.3% to 29.3%. The company has also recommended final dividend of 28 rupees per share. If we check the segmental wise performance, then rating segment has gone up by 16.4%, whereas the research, analytics and solution is up by 12.4%. Also, if you check the charts of the stock, then the stock has actually touched record high level. It has gained over 20% in last 2 weeks, and it trades above key DMA levels.
Surely keeping an eye on that one. Let's move on to stock number 13 and Dixon Technologies. Vinay, this one, there's no stopping this in terms of an up move that we've seen. Today also the stock is seeing very strong moves as well. What is the view now for Dixon Tech? Because in the last 1 year, almost doubled, more than doubled actually. Current levels, would you still say it's a buy, and are you expecting a further run up?
Yeah, so it is into a continuation of an uptrend and on the verge of registering an all-time high. The previous all-time high was seen at 6765. Another stock is trading around 6600. So it is on the verge of breaking that level also, because recently what has happened in today's session, we have seen the breakout from the consolidation which was there for last 2 weeks. The immediate resistance was there around 6460, and that resistance is taken out on sustainable basis, and today's volume is quite significant if you were to compare it with the last 1 month average volume. So price breakout is there and volume breakout is also there, and I'm expecting that this uptrend should continue to be there. As far as support is concerned, I see strong support around 6100 to 6150, and on the upside you should keep it on a trailing basis. Once we see stock making all-time high, then you should continue to trail your stop loss, and that's a nice strategy in this kind of setup where stock is reaching to uncharted territory.
All right, Ankita, let's talk about Balrampur Chini, and this particular counter is seeing some sweet gains today.
That's correct. Balrampur Chini is in a sweet spot today. It is up more than 3.5% in trade right now, and that is on the back of the fact that the board has forayed into manufacturing polylactic acid to be used in the production of bioplastic. Now, the move aligns with the company's commitment to become environmentally cautious, and the synergies with the existing business models. So that's the move coming in, keeping in line with the company's policies. Board has approved an investment of 2,000 crore rupees, of which 800 crore rupees will come from internal accruals, and the rest will come via debt over a period of 2.5 years. Now, the project is expected to be completed within 30 months, and on the back of that, Balrampur Chini is in a sweet spot today.
Okay, let's move on and talk about Tata Chemicals then. Vinay, Tata Chemicals on the charts, what are you picking up in terms of an indication? What's the target that we should keep here?
So basically, Tata Chemical has taken support on its 100-week exponential moving average, and there has been a multiple bottoms around the level of 935, 940. So it's a sign of bullish reversal, and bullish reversal has happened on the support level. So which confirms the reversal pattern. So what I believe is that the stock like Tata Chemical can go up from here, and I think whatever short positions traders have, they should be cut, and I think it is headed higher, and the immediate resistance for the Tata Chemical comes around 1015. Once that is taken out, we can expect it to go beyond 1070 also. So overall, a nice setup and good quality stocks from the crucial support reversal is seen. So I think we can expect a good returns from here for traders as well as for investors. And support, as I said, 940, 935 is a strong support. On the upside, we see some resistance at 1015 followed by 1070.
All right, so that is the view coming in on Tata Chemicals. On that note, we slip into a break on this edition of Market Fatafat. Stay tuned. More on the other side on Vinay.